Hey my loves, welcome back to my YouTube channel. If this is your first time coming across this channel, please don't make sure you last subscribe, like, comment, and share this video if you end up enjoying it, which I hope you do. And if you are a returning subscriber, hey my love, welcome back to the channel. I put out an anonymous link on my WhatsApp. I did on Instagram and Facebook as well. So these are the three platforms I utilized. And yeah, I told everybody and anybody who cares to ask me questions that they would like me to answer. And they did. Guys, to say that the kind of questions I got were shocking is another statement. Because like when I put that out, I was basically expecting a regular question like, what's your favorite food? Where do you come from? What did you study in school? Where do you live? How old are you? You know, the regular random questions. Those were honestly my expectations. Those were things I expected people to ask. But guys, you guys threw me off. When I was looking at the question, I was like, it was really shocking the kind of questions I got. But yeah, I kind of, like that most of the questions I got were from a mature perspective, not the regular everyday question that you would get. It now shows the kind of audience I have. Those questions were shocking, and I'm very excited to answer them. Trust me, I'm very excited that people actually want to, see these things or hear these things from my perspective. And I'm like, who am I? Yeah, but it's actually very exciting to know that okay, people actually feel like they find me worthy to be able to answer these questions, even if they are brain racking. And I wanted to cheat. I wanted to like, okay, draft questions, answers to these questions even before answering them. I'm like, you know what, just go online and just flow. Just answer them the way they come off the top of your head. You really don't have to, stress it. You don't have to overthink it, right? So yeah, I'm answering these questions, from the top of my head. No pre-rehearsed answers, no pre-thought answers. I just wrote out the questions and I'm going to be answering them as honestly as I can. Okay. So the first question says, tell us a little story about your life. I feel like this person basically is saying I should tell people about myself. This is the part where I feel like I have, cheated you guys. I haven't really told you guys about myself or done any formal introduction on here. So my name is Sandra Chidera Mubo. Yeah, Mubo is my surname. I think that's my great granddad's name. But I answer Sandra Christopher on all of my social media platforms, Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, and all of that. That's Christopher is my dad's name. God bless his soul. And I kind of started using Christopher in, as my surname on my social media platforms and any other place that I can back in 2011, 2012, and that was after my dad passed on in 2011. And I kind of started doing that as a way of, engraving his memory, as the little way that I could. So that was when I kind of how do you say that now? Is it adopted? Or yeah, that was when I adopted the surname Christopher. So you'll find me answering Sandra Christopher on all my social media platforms and handles, and I think my email also has Christopher on it as well. So yeah, I come from Anambra State. I'm from Oka in Anambra State, Oka town in Anambra State. Both parents are from Oka, Anambra State. So I'm a full-blooded Igbo girl. I was born in Port Harcourt. I grew up there, did all of my primary and secondary schooling in Port Harcourt, and then I moved back to Nnamdi Azikiwe University to further my education. That was where I had my university education at, and after that I moved to Lagos State, which is where I am currently living in, for my NYSC program. And after that I have been here ever since then. What else? So I am the second girl of three girls and second child of four kids. So I have three sisters and a brother. I love having fun. I'm a fun person. I like, being at places where there's so much fun and happiness and laughter. I studied theater and film studies when I was in Nnamdi Azikiwe University. I love fitness. I love dancing. I love partying. So I don't know if that counts. Those count as my hobbies, but yeah, those are things that I derive joy doing. What else is there to know about me? I'm not married. I don't have a child. I Yeah, I think those are the basic things. Do let me know in the comment section if there are more things you guys want to know about me that I might have forgotten. Like I said, I did not pre-think my answers. I'm answering everything off the top of my head, so I might be forgetting some things that might be basic. I'm a Christian, and yeah, so that's pretty much it about me. Number two says, "You are beautiful and you have so much potential inherent in you. Keep pushing, girl. I love you." Oh my God. So this is not a question. So I forgot to state that a lot of people actually did drop me compliments rather than questions. And I was like wondering why. In as much as I loved the compliments, I mean, they were so soothing. It came in a time in my life when I really needed to hear all of those good words and those, right things being said to me. I really appreciate. Thank you so much. I love you too. Thank you for the support and the words of encouragement. The next one goes, do you have a boyfriend? So I don't know, but I mean, this part of my life is a part of my life that I don't feel like I want to share on social media. I don't think like I want to talk about my relationships or my, if I'm involved with anybody. I don't think I do that on any of my social media platforms so far, and I don't think I'm ready. So I would love to say outrightly I don't want to answer because I don't feel comfortable sharing this part of me or this part of my life in public. Number four says, what are your drive as a lady? Like, what do you hope to achieve? First things first, my what I hope to achieve in life. I hope to achieve so much happiness, first of all, so much peace, so much serenity in my life, mentally, physically, career wise, relationship wise. I hope to attain the of highest level of peace, level of happiness. I know that that sounds kind of impossible because people will say in life there's always going to be ups and downs. You can never be completely happy. Even the rich, they're not totally happy. But yeah, with that in mind, I still aspire to, have the highest level of comfort, level of peace that actually truly comes from within, without it necessarily being from someone else, without me necessarily needing that happiness or peace to come from somebody else. So that is one thing I look forward to achieving in life. And then aside that, I'd like to see myself have a thriving business and maybe have a job that I'm fulfilled doing. I find so much fulfillment and happiness in 9 to 5 basically that I work. And then my YouTube channel, of course, it is one of my I didn't know I was going to end up falling so much in love with YouTube and creating content and putting out videos. And I'm glad I ventured on that part. But yeah, these are things that I want to come together for me. I want a life where everything. I mean, I have all my shit together, and I'm happy. I want a child, and I want a situation where I'm able to take care of myself and my child. We can travel the world, be happy, without caring about anything in the world. My family is happy, we're in a good place, and all of that. And if there's a spouse to back that up, then that's a plus. So, yeah, that is what I intend to achieve. The next question says, first time I saw you, I was like, wow, damn. I will learn more about your lessons. I will learn more about your lesson than the lessons I needed from you. I'm not sure if I read that right or if I understand what that means, but sorry, excuse me. Yeah, being an introvert didn't make me to share as much smile as I would have loved to share with you. You are such a sweet soul. Okay, yeah. Yet another compliment. It's going to be hard if I try to even guess who this person is. It's going to be so hard. But yeah, so thank you so much. Thank you. Even if I don't understand the lesson part, like what are the lessons? Did I lesson? I would have loved to learn about your lesson and the lessons I needed from you. I can't remember taking anybody on any lesson. Thank you so much. That's so nice to hear. But I don't know who in the world this is, but I'm thankful. Thank you so much. The next one says, what are some lessons you learned from previous romantic relationships and friendships? Yeah. When I said you guys, God, you guys, questions were strong. Like, I can make an entire video. I can make two videos because this is like two, like relationship, friendship. I can make two complete videos out of just this one question. It's quite amazing, and I like the fact that it helps me know the kind of videos or the kind of things you guys want to know or hear from me, want to know about me, and that will probably shape the kind of videos and kind of content I'll put out going forward. Yeah, till I get a larger audience that will want something different and keep growing and growing. So yeah, what are the previous lessons that I've learned from previous romantic relationships and friendships? So first thing is people come and go. One thing you have to bear in mind and have to understand, I mean, when you get to understand this, it would help you a lot in dealing with people, is the fact that people would come and go. Once you have that at the back of your mind, trust me, you'll be able to navigate whatever tide. So for friendship, I would say invest in quality over quantity. A lot of people want a lot of friends, they want to be identified with a lot of people. I'm not saying that's bad or it doesn't work, but I would say know the quality of your friends. Know, what these people stand for. Try to invest in friends that bring out the best in you, people that you get inspired looking at their life. Try as much as possible to portray what you want to see in others. Try as much as possible to be that friend that you want other people to be to you. So be that friend to people first before you start to demand that from other people. There's a difference between acquaintances and friendship. Know when an individual has graduated from being an acquaintance or being somebody you just know regularly to being a friend. And then for relationship, I would say whew, there's a lot. They're coming into my head and they're making me forget, like, everything just there's a lot. Okay, so first things I'll say, have a life. Have a life outside your relationship. And this is especially for the ladies, right? Whenever we get into a relationship that seems like a committed relationship, because I use the word seems because not every relationship that seems like a committed relationship is a committed relationship, right? So before you get into, when you are in a relationship, rather, try not to make your life about this person. You live and die by this person. Everything about you revolves around person. And trust me, as I say to you, I say to myself too, because I've made this mistake countless of times. But we are still learning and growing and becoming better. So yeah, try not to make everything about this person. Try to have a life of your own. You have hobbies or things you had going on for yourself, friends you had, things you had, have your own life, be your own person. When you guys come together, you're a couple. Don't lose yourself. Don't stop doing the things you enjoy doing. Don't stop going out. If you're a fun going out person, don't stop it because you have a relationship. Don't stop end your friendship with people because don't just make your life all about this person, especially if it's just a relationship. If you guys are married, that's a different ballgame altogether. But it's just a relationship. Next thing I'll say in respect to relationships is do not chase anybody. You might meet somebody and they might seem interested, invested, and they might seem like they are interested in having a relationship with you. And along the line, they start to decline, they start to back out. Don't chase anybody, like they'll say. If you get ghosted, respect the dead and let them be. Right? If someone should die now, you won't go trying to go to break, like, if somebody should ghost you, of course, ghost meaning they are dead. They no longer exist, right? So if somebody should ghost you or start to relax or don't chase, don't pursue. It's not necessary. It's not what at the end of the day you're going to lose the relationship, you're going to lose your self-respect, you're going to lose your self-esteem, you're going to lose your dignity. There's so many things you're going to lose. So if somebody should either ghost or start a relationship with you and along the line they start to decline, they're no more putting as much effort as they were when that relationship initially started, please respect them and XYZ. Next question is, you're such a sweet soul. Oh my God. Admire your fighting spirit, your quest to become better in what you do. I love you and you know it. Don't bother racking your head because you can't know it is me. Of course, I cannot know it is you. So thank you so much. Thank you so much. The next question says, you are a lovely, pretty babe. What attracts you to someone? I would say the content of their hearts. And yeah, it's hard to know or decipher that from when you just meet somebody. It's just basically your personality, right? I don't like arrogant people. I don't like proud people. I don't like. There's a difference between confidence and proud. It's just basically the content of you. What are you made up of? What are your personalities? The next question is, Sandy, what happened to your last relationship? The beginning of last year, you were all excited and full of life. We could tell the bubble was making you giggle. All of a sudden, during late last year, you became. Why? Okay, so here's why this question is funny. Right? This person tried so hard to make it look like they are concerned and like they're asking this question out of a place of concern and worry for me. Because the person started off with a nickname, Sandy. This person just wants to do amebo, abroko. And that's just a very funny part because I can see through it. You understand? Because this was late last year and this is March this year, and you waited this long to ask. And notice, did you wait this long to ask? You waited till I put out an anonymous link for people to ask questions they wanted me to answer on my channel, to ask me this. Really, sis, bro, whoever you are. Oh my God. That is the most ridiculous thing I've seen since this year started. I don't talk about my relationship or I don't talk about my relationship outside in public. You can only get to know that I'm dating somebody or I'm in a relationship or who I am in a relationship with if you are very, very close to me. If you visit me, yeah, these are the two criteria. You're very close to me, right? Like we gist and we talk on that level. I can tell you, okay, I'm seeing someone and all of that. And then if you visit me, that's how discreet I like to do my relationship. No particular reason, but it's just a personal decision. And on my social media platform, especially WhatsApp, I really don't even put anything out on Instagram and Facebook. But on WhatsApp, you might probably be able to guess because I might post something and say, okay, I got gifted by Bae. I might post, okay, going out with Bae, but you would never see Bae. Times when I have actually posted Bae, nobody would even get to know that this is Bae because I would post it, maybe it's a birthday or something. I'll just post it and say happy birthday, maybe with love emoji. You might see that picture and be like, okay, her friend. And you wouldn't know that that is Bae. I like to maintain that part of my life as private, right? Because I'm really pretty much an open book. So I feel like, okay, this part of me is something I just want to keep separate. So maybe I walk down the aisle or I get married. This person is so sure or sounds so sure that there's a Bae. Meaning this person is probably close to me, has been on my contact, because they said from earlier last year. So meaning the person has been on my contact from early last year when I was giggly and unhappy, when the bubble was shocking me, and all the way till this year. So you've been on my contact for a year, if not more than. And you noticed I was being all of those things you said, and no, you've known me for over a year. You did not reach out to say, hi girl, what's up? What's happening with you? Is everything okay? I noticed this about you. Hope you're fine. Hope you're okay. Because I'm very sure this person did not. Right? You waited, stored this thing in your mind, like, this thing I want to know. Maybe it's because of our relationship. But you sound so sure it was about my relationship. You sounded so sure. Now, my problem here is you didn't reach out in person to say, hey, what's up? Hope you're good. You waited till this year when I put out an anonymous link for people to ask me questions to ask this. Now, you are clearly an amiable, a big time apropos. Because so if I was dying or something was happening to me or I was in like I really needed somebody to talk to or I needed a shoulder, you were not ready to offer yourself all those times. You waited for me to put out a link, an anonymous link for that matter, to ask me this question. You can do better. You can do better. Okay? Because in all those times, yeah, I do know the time you're talking about, and I was really going through a phase. There are people that I have never met or people that I have known for a short time that have reached out to me say, hope you're fine, hope you're good. Now I won't tell them details because obviously I'm not comfortable telling them, but I really appreciated that they reached out. I really said, oh, thank you for reaching out, but this is what I'm going through. People I could talk to, I talked to them. People I could not. But you now, you this I'm a boy, you this I'm proco. You deserve to ask this question. You expect that me that does not talk about my relationship on WhatsApp and any other social media platform, I'll come here on YouTube and tell you about my relationship. Really, nigga? No, you can totally do better. And now the second answer for this person. The second part of the answer is so you really think that as a woman, the only thing that goes on in my life is a man. Like the only thing now that my life revolves around or that revolves around my life is a man. Oh, early last year, you were all giggly and could tell the bubble was it's man. And last year ending, you were now a tiger and a tigress fighting everybody. It's man. You need deliverance. In fact, you need pastor. Just contact me. I will send you a pastor's number. That will pray away that evil spirit. And if you find somebody feeling or behaving the way you said I behaved, right? And maybe I don't think we had a personal issue because people I had personal issues with because I lost a lot of friends and a lot of people last year. People I had issues with one on one, we don't talk anymore. They probably blocked me or I blocked them one way or the other, or they're just there but we don't talk. Right? Now, so I'm guessing for you to have access to this link and ask me this question, you still have access to me, we still talk, it's so cool. So this is just saying to you that if you find somebody behaving or doing some of these things and you're not sure or you're sure, reach out. Say hi. Hope you don't necessarily need to ask them because maybe asking them might sound like you want to gossip, which you now that you ask this question, you are obviously gossip. Right? You can reach out to them and say, oh, hope you're good, hope you're nice, or mind your business totally. Right? And don't go asking questions and assuming that is one bobo, is one bobo. There is so much that goes on in my life. So much I don't get to talk about. So much that I do and don't do that I don't get to talk about. Okay? You only know as much as I want you to know. I now for me, someone like me, I'm very social, I'm extroverted and all of that. I talk a lot, I post a lot. Now, so most of you feel like you know everything about me because I post and I post and I post. Like you feel like you know everything because I post. But trust me, you don't know half of things about me because I only put out what I want you to know. So that's it. That's my answer to this question. Okay. Do you think you have really moved on from your past relationship? If yes, how did you do it? Okay, so I mean, if it's past, then it's past, right? It's gone, right? Whatever is past is gone. And yeah, I would say I've done a lot of work on healing. Once you're able to master that art, I feel like you'll be able to get past any form of relationship issues or breakup, which I would say is not easy. You know, it's not something that happens overnight. But one thing that I do is I try to remind myself why it didn't work out in the first place, whether they left or I left. I try to remember, what went wrong and why it did not work out. I try to remind myself that, and I try to work on my mind because I feel like everything really has to do with your mind. You have to consciously adjust your mind to understand that this person has gone and they are gone for good and they are most likely never going to come back. Just liken it to when you lose somebody, when somebody dies, somebody close to you dies. There's really nothing you can do to bring that person back to life. That would help you to consciously, and slowly get over them. Don't try to make contact, don't try to stalk them on social media, don't try to find out who they are replacing you with, don't try to know what's going on in their life. And I would say don't stay friends, but some people do it and it works out fine for them. So if it's something that works out for you, if you're strong enough for that, then that's fine. But I would say, that you don't try to establish contact, because the more you're trying to, call them, the more you're trying to text them, send them messages and all of that, and stalk their social media platforms, see what they're going, what they're up to with their lives, the more you're going to keep reopening the wound, and the more it's going to be more difficult for you to move on. And you don't want to seem ridiculous and pathetic, because if they have left, especially if they left, you trying to reach out to them, trying to, establish communication or contact with them would only make you seem like something is wrong with you, because they most likely have replaced you, they most likely have moved on with their lives, and you want to do the same as well. So yeah, it's not easy. I won't lie. I won't come here and tell you that it's something that works like magic. It takes a long time for you to start to see results. I mean, even after a long ass time, you still wake up some morning and you feel like trash. You still wake up some morning and you're feeling unmotivated, you're feeling down, you're feeling depressed. But you have to be conscious about it. You have to be intentional about it. Once you're intentional about your healing, every other thing would go on fine. Those mornings when you start to feel like shit, just wake up, stand up, dress up, look yourself in the mirror and tell yourself that you're beautiful, you're smart, you're intelligent, you have a lot to offer, and you have a lot of life in front of you. And because somebody has left your life, or you have left somebody that doesn't, is not in line with what you want for yourself, doesn't mean that that's the end of the world for you. You're still going to meet a lot of wonderful people in your life. So that's just basically how I do it. It's a conscious, continuous effort, and with time you start to see results. So guys, we've come to the very end of today's video. I had so much fun filming this, even if it was, I would say it's been one of my most challenging videos so far, but I'm glad I made it, and I'm glad that I was able to answer all of your questions, and I hope you did enjoy it, and I hope I did justice to your questions. And if I did not, you can also say that in the comment section. And if there are questions you would have loved to ask and probably didn't get the opportunity to, you can leave me that in the comments section. And if there are areas or topics that I touched on in this video that you feel like you want me to throw more light on, because I honestly feel like I could have done a lot more justice to most of the questions, but because of time constraint, and this video is super long already, I couldn't do that. But if you feel like you want me to talk more on some areas of this video, please let me know in the comment section, and I promise to make a full-fledged video just dealing on those topics. And thank you so much for all the love and support, and thank you very much for 159, I guess, subscribers. Thank you so much, and I'll see you in my next one. Thank you. Bye.